Hey ladies, so I wanted to come at you guys with a weight loss and cycle update. This week, my weigh-in is minus 1.8 pounds, which is great. My eating yesterday and today has not really been the greatest. Yesterday, it was just dinner that was hard for me. I worked really late, so I ended up just grabbing McDonald's, and I really shouldn't have done that. We are so low on groceries. It's ridiculous. I need to go and get real groceries so that we can have real food. And then today it's just been such a hectic day that with the IUI and with everything else going on, I just ate crap food. So I have been running, which I got new running shoes, and hopefully that helps. My knees already feel a lot better. If you don't know, you're supposed to replace any kind of running shoes or workout shoes every 6 months or 500 miles that you walk, run, whatever on them. So it really does end up making a difference. So I'm really happy that I got new running shoes, and I've been enjoying running the past week or so here, and so hopefully that continues. I am not supposed to do anything too strenuous today or for the next couple days because of my IUI. So that's really it for weight loss. So let's go ahead and move on to what everybody really wants to hear about. It's my cycle. Today I'm on cycle day 15. I have ovulated, and we'll get to that in a minute. I started stimming on cycle day 3 with Follistim. This cycle was a lot quicker. I only stimmed for 10 days, which last cycle I stimmed for 16, which doesn't seem like a whole lot more, but it really is. And I didn't have any other med besides my Follistim for the FSH, which was also kind of nice. So I did 75 IU every night, pushed a little bit of extra on Saturday and Sunday, but just a click or two. And then I ended up giving myself a double dose on Monday. And then I did the trigger on Tuesday. And then I ovulated yesterday around 4:45. So we had a lot of talking to do about what we wanted to do. What happened was yesterday at 4:45ish, I was kind of sitting and playing with the kids, and there was some pressure over in my lower abdomen, left side, and I knew that my good follicle was on my left side, and I was just kind of like, I think I'm ovulating, but I don't really feel activity in my ovaries, like, ever. I didn't want to jump to any conclusions. Then I went to Weight Watchers. I went to the bathroom, and I had what to me would be described as like implantation bleeding, except I knew I haven't ovulated yet. Just little tiny, tiny red dots. So I wiped again, and just a few tiny, tiny red dots, and then after that there was nothing. So I must have had some ovulation spotting, which I have never in my life had ovulation spotting. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that that's a really good sign that we had one really, really good egg. So I emailed my doctor and I said, I think I ovulated already. And she said 99% of the time you do not ovulate until 36 to 40 hours post trigger. So you can have sex tonight if you and your husband feel like it, or you can just wait for the IUI, or you cannot do an IUI, or it's really up to you. We can do a blood test or an ultrasound to confirm that you did or did not ovulate tomorrow. It's up to you. So we talked and decided against doing the blood work and against the ultrasound, because by the time I did either one of those things, we would have had to have my husband's contribution into the lab, and they would already be doing the sperm wash. So that's basically half of our IUI cost. The IUI for us costs around $600. about $300 of it is IUI, and the other $300 is the sperm wash. So we were thinking about it, and we said, we can just confirm that I did or didn't ovulate with her temperature tomorrow. My temperature did rise, so I did ovulate yesterday. Then we needed to make a decision. First, do we have sex tonight? When generally they tell you to hold off and not have sex the day before your IUI. I thought we had decided that we were definitely going to have sex, and then I went to lay down and was waiting for him, and I fell asleep, and then at like 3 in the morning I woke up and he's sleeping. I was like, hello? What happened? Yeah, that didn't happen. Very sad for me, I know. And second, are we going to do the IUI? So we kind of talked about it and said, the egg can live for like 24 hours or whatever after you ovulate, and ended up being about 17 hours and 15 minutes or so after I ovulated. So we talked about it and said, it's still worth a shot, and so we'll go for it. And we did. We had to talk about whether, if this cycle doesn't work, are we going to do one more IUI? My doctor did say that for us specifically, she did recommend doing 3 or 4 IUIs. We're debating doing a third. In a couple videos ago, I said we would not do a third IUI. The reason she recommends doing 3 or 4 for us specifically, I feel it really took us a long time to figure out how my body was going to respond to the medications. She said, it took us so long to really figure your body out with these medications that I would definitely give it 1 or 2 more chances before you completely write it off. And she has a very valid point. I told him all I want to do is just decide that tonight, and then I don't even want to think about what if it doesn't work until it either does or doesn't work, which we will know on the 4th of July. Starting today, I just said, okay, we're going to think positive. This is happening. And I've been pretty good about it so far today. Now, obviously, I have a lot longer to go, but I did really well today so far. And as we were leaving our appointment, I said, hey, if we're doing this whole thinking positive thing, we just made a baby. And I went, yay! And he goes, yay! And he kind of laughed and kissed me, and then I made him give me a high five. And I was starting to think about it, and I said, if I'm going to do this whole, trying to think positive for a positive outcome thing, I'm just going to go all in. And the whole ride back to work, I talked out loud in my car to baby. So I've been talking off and on to my stomach to baby ever since my IUI, which I feel a little bit crazy admitting, but that's okay. So that's just something I'm going to try and do, is just completely think positive, be in this mindset that it has worked and we are pregnant no matter what. And when you do infertility treatments, once you've ovulated and you've either done IUI or IVF or whatever, they call you pregnant until proven otherwise. Most people call it PUPO. So right now I am pregnant until proven otherwise, and that just makes me extremely happy. And I'm just going to keep on assuming that. And so I'm going to cherish my little pregnancy, whether it's fake or not. I am a little bit crampy after my IUI, and I feel really bad for my dog because I really can't do a whole lot with him right now. So I'm going to go buy a laser pointer because our last one got lost. And I'm going to let him run around with a laser pointer, which he absolutely loves. So we will know on the 4th of July, and we will know that I am for sure pregnant with a little baby code that will be arriving on hubby's birthday. So happy birthday to him. I'm feeling pretty good, and I've got 13 more days to go. Oh, So I will be doing progesterone again. Unfortunately, they didn't have any more samples of the endometrium this cycle for me. So instead of the endometrium, she's having me do quinone. I will come at you guys with an update for weight loss and midway through my 2-week wait next week on Wednesday or Thursday. And this cycle, these are the things I'm doing during my 2-week wait. Positive thinking. I'm going to go get a massage. I'm going to get a manicure. And I'm going to go out with a few friends. They're doing brunch and Magic Mike. So I'm going. I did not want to see Magic Mike. Then I watched a commercial. How could I not want to see that? I now believe firmly that they should do double features for this movie across the nation for all of us to have wonderful times with. And I feel like no matter how shit this movie is, it is 100% going to be like the largest grossing movie of the year. I fully believe this. I mean, they could literally sit there and talk Charlie Brown adult talk, wah, 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 the whole movie, and I can guarantee you there are many women who are going to see it at least twice. So now I'm at like 18 minutes, which will be condensed down, but I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you ladies later. Bye.